Well, folks, on the line, one of the nominees for this year's BCMA Awards, held in Liverpool at the Cavern on the 13th of November, is the one and only Gary Quinn. How you doing, man?
Not too bad, Paul. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, fella. Not doing too bad. Congratulations on a yet another nomination for an award.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
I believe you probably have to have an extension on your place now to all the awards that you're picking up, and rightly so.
I've got some Lego kit there together.
So, I mean, like I said, it's Male Vocalist of the Year. You won it last year, didn't you? It was down in Chelsea, I remember, and but this time we're actually in Liverpool, which is nearer home.
Yeah, it's nice to have it back up north again. Doing all that traveling down to London can take its toll, but it's part of the job, I suppose. You know yourself.
Financially as well, it's a lot better. But it's at the famous Cavern, so I'm looking forward to that atmosphere as well. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I can't say I've been to the Cavern too often. I remember going there back in my university days. Friends of mine got to play there a couple of times, and it was a good venue. It was always a good laugh. Liverpool's a great city to be a part of as well. And I'm sure no matter what's going on, it'll be a great event, you know. So looking forward to getting back to Liverpool.
And are you going to be performing?
Yeah, so I've got two lads coming over from America. I'm sure you know.
Yep.
Jeremy McComb and Dan Olsen are coming over. We've got a run of writer rounds together. And we're doing a few dates in the UK. So thankfully the BCMA have asked us to get involved. So we're doing that on the Sunday afternoon, and Jade Halliwell is going to join us for that as well. So really looking forward to doing that and seeing the lads again and just performing, getting back out and doing some shows.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him. I mean, Jeremy was at the Buckle and Boot, so I interviewed him and saw his amazing show as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing him as well. But it's going to be great. It's going to be a great event. There's loads of artists, isn't there? Sort of arising all the way up through to like yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a busy day. I think normally in the past they might have tried and spread it over 2 days, but I think they're getting a lot packed into the one day on the 13th. So yeah, just excited to see everybody again. You know yourself in this game that you pass each other as you go through different towns and cities. That you may be in the same bill as somebody, but that doesn't necessarily mean you get to catch up with them. So looking forward to catching up with a few friends maybe I've not seen for a while, and just kicking back and celebrating UK country once again.
Yeah, got a couple of lovely girls on your arm as well. Mickey Evans as well, who have interviewed. She's on the show earlier on.
All right, very good. Yeah,
Nicola Harris as well.
Yeah.
She's and I was telling him about the dress sense. I said to Nicola said, "Oh, it's just jeans," and all. I went, "No, it's a proper ball gown, all the trimmings and stuff like that." So, oh my God, I'm gonna have to buy a dress. But obviously, he co-wrote Mickey's single, which we just played a bit earlier as well. So that's a brilliant thing. And I said to her, when you're on at Bruno's at Christmas with myself, my own venue, why don't she come up, bring a guitar? She might be able to do a duet with you or something like that. So she might do that.
Yeah, you never know. I speak to Mickey quite often. I'm always trying to work with new artists, honestly. And I feel like at a point, I suppose, where I can give a little back, if that's not too conceited to say so. And I feel that it's helpful to. I wish there was somebody around that I could have approached, maybe in the UK scene when I was first starting out, to to help with writing, or even with just little nuggets of information that might have been helpful to me to further my career at the time. So to work with the likes of Mickey, a young guy called Luke Fleer as well, and Lisa Travers, just as they're local enough, they can come and we can write together. And it's nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm always happy to sit down and write with whoever wants to write. And thankfully, myself and Mickey have come up with a few good songs in the past. Point of View, one of my own singles that we put out recently. But really excited to work with Luke Fleer coming forward, and Lisa T's put out a few singles. And we have one more that's going to come out now that we've written with Joe Martin. So all these little kind of seeds that you can plant all around can all help further down the line. With any song can take off at any time. So the more songs you have out there, the better.
But it's good. And it reminded me actually of, which I thought was really good, was your speech. And I know it wasn't a throwaway comment that you made, but you made a similar thing on your speech at the award at Chelsea when we went to the awards like this time last year. And you said the same thing about co-writing with people. Is anybody out there who would like to co-write with? And I'd love to work with you and all that kind of thing. And I thought that's brilliant, because you do get quite a lot of artists, no matter whether you're in the game what I am, which is the clubs and the pubs, or like yourself, singer-songwriter, original material. You get some who they've had a couple of little bits of success here and there, and then they suddenly go, you know, offish. You're far from that, and fair play to you.
No, I think I think country music in general really it's a lot about how you treat others. I think kind of going through, there's a lot of life lessons within country music, and that's why I've always kind of felt very affiliated with it. But like I say, it's nothing venture, nothing gain. So if anybody does want to work with me, then I'm more than open to do it. Now, I think what we struggle with here in the UK is a hub. And we've talked about this before, that Nashville has Nashville, Australia has Tamworth. And here in the UK, it's very, although it's small in comparison to those other areas that I mentioned, and you can get around maybe a little easier. There is no hub. So it becomes a little more difficult to get your click or hook up with who you want to hook up with. We have to do a lot of traveling maybe to go and write with people in London. I don't see a lot of that happening coming north. So if there was a hub, I think we'd find it a lot easier. But for myself personally, and with the way we can work with the internet these days, I'm just like, yeah, I'm always happy to write with anybody who wants to get in touch and try and make it work as best as possible. I prefer to write face to face rather than writing over Zoom and internet. So we'll try and make that happen where best possible. But like I say, just open to work with anybody who wants to put their hand up,
Yeah, I'm gutted I'm not going to be at Dirty Blondes in Blackpool on the 19th. With you've got Jeremy there and yourself and all that, and I think Luke, I call him Luke Airbrush, but Alan Finlan and Tom Carey as well. I'm actually gigging up myself up in Aviemore, so I can't be around.
Well, I've helped Jeremy and Dan get in there through our friend Chris, and that night's really taken off them fantastically well in Blackpool there. But I'll not make it along to that one either. I'll be down south doing tidying up some rescheduled dates with Dominic Kerwin. So that's fair to finish up. So, but the lads will have a blast, no doubt. I'm sure.
You're leaving them there unattended.
Sorry,
you're leaving them there unattended.
They'll be in good hands.
Oh my God! Because Chris, bless him, he phoned me up the other week. I think it was last week, and he said, "Oh, you're coming on the 19th, aren't you?" I went, "No, I'm actually in Aviemore." And he went quiet. I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, could have done with doing the sound for us, because like Wayne's." I said, "Well, you'd be all right." He said, "They'd be fine." I know, but it's Wayne. I thought, okay. I said, "No, unfortunately, it's a big event I can't get out of." And then I'm sort of in Cumbria coming back down on the Sunday. But no, we've got. Luckily, I've got Alan, Finlan, and Tom the night before at Bruno's at my place. I've done it the other way because I have to rethink my scheduling now of getting them after Dirty Blondes, when they're getting in at 5 o'clock in the morning in Blackpool, and then doing an afternoon session with me. So I've had to change it around that way. So I've got them first, which is cool.
Very good.
But what about yourself then? So new music, anything coming around the corner for you?
There's new music there waiting to go, yeah. Just undecided as to when to put it out right now. Kind of getting through the festive period or approaching it now. There'll be a lot of Christmas music coming out. And I kind of use this time to maybe regurgitate any of the festive stuff I've put out in the past. Normally I see the likes of Oh Holy Night that I've done with Sophie Hansen get a blast here.
Oh, fantastic though.
Thank you.
You should do a Christmas album like they're all doing a cheesy background drop, something.
But, so yeah, just kind of navigate these winter months and kind of sit down maybe early January and decide what to do next with the next music. And as a songwriter too, you've always different songs coming up, and you kind of hold them back thinking, right, I'll put this out such and such a date. But then there's a new song comes along, and you're always proudest of your last song. So just have a rethink in January as to what next music will come out. Just excited what I've put out so far again this year, with He's My Dad up for Song of the Year at the BCMAs. I was delighted with that nod because it's such a personal song.
Yeah.
And yeah, just kind of navigate some shows over Christmas, get home for a little while, and just take a stock check and see where we're at in January.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to play your dad's song in a second, because again, when people lose people, or when everybody thinks about the parents and stuff, and I lost my dad about just nearly 4 years ago now, and my mum recently, weeks ago, and well, it's the week after Garth when we were in Dublin,
right? Yeah.
So it's sort of like you think to yourself, what would have happened if I was in Dublin, you know? And it was like the week after, and it was like, oh dear. But the dance would have had a whole different meaning.
Sure. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
already a mess when I listen to that, you know. But yeah, it is, and again, as a songwriter yourself, I mean, I'm spoke to you before, wrote a few songs, but there's definitely a song in my head that I'm trying to get out because of the emotion of loss. And it's like therapy then, isn't it? It's like that process that you've got to go through to try and get the healing process started.
Absolutely. I mean, I've always said that songwriting is very therapeutic. It's a way for ourselves to channel our own inner thoughts, inner demons, whatever they might be. And sometimes subconsciously, not even realizing that it's a cathartic process that we're going through to get those words on paper to melody, and then to put those songs out. And in fact, a few times when I've done it myself, it's only on reflection, once the song has come out, or it's been out for a while, that I sit back and think, wow, that was about a period in my life that I didn't even realize at the time. Sometimes songs are a bit almost prophetic, in that something ends up happening later down the line that you were writing about years ago, so you were subconsciously seeing it happen. So on that basis, I think I'm due to write a lottery-winning song anytime soon.
I won £200 on the lottery a couple of weeks ago.
Glad.
Believe it. I was like, what? What's this? And then went to and this is God's honest truth. A couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago now, we had to say goodbye to the family home. It was a rented accommodation that we've been in the family 61 years. So I've had to clear everything out. I've no brothers and sisters, but I cleared everything out. And I said, right, before we bury my mum's ashes, I want to say goodbye to the house. So we shut it. The family went and passed the whiskey round, and we went to a pub that we go to, which is local to here in St. Helens, and went to the like the pub quiz that they have. We used to go quite a lot until this year. We haven't been so much, but with everything going on, but we went and we won.
Right.
We won, and the winnings is 50 quid. Which is cool. I thought that's paid for the meal. Happy days. And then he said, "Oh, do you want a double of quits? Oh, not double of quits. Do you want to go for the big offer, which is play your cards right?" You know. Anyway, I looked at the thing. Oh, it's only 100 quid. I said, "It's not worth it, really. It's not." And he went, "No, it's a rollover. It's 500 quid," and we won that.
No way.
And that was only two weeks ago. Yeah, and it was like Liverpool scoring, because we were all like cheering, but everybody sort of immersed themselves with us and like, yes. And I told the DJ afterwards the poignancy of what had gone on, and he said, that was mum. I said, yeah. Absolutely. And I thought, what the hell, that was something, because we hardly win anything, but I thought the space of a month I've won like 700. I should have told you you'd be after a drink on Sunday. But but I want to say big thank you coming on the show. Congratulations, and good luck, because it's getting tougher, isn't it? Like I said, the people are coming up there.
Yeah, absolutely, and great to see. There's a lot of talent on show now. Considering when I first came over here and was doing some of the club work at the time, to see where it's progressed from then and to what's happening now is fantastic. So long may that continue, and it's great to see. I always say it's great to see more guys coming in and doing this, and I would hope that there's a lot more people who might have been unable to attend, maybe in London, if it's too much of a financial gamble, maybe to someone just starting out, but maybe here in the north, if they take a chance to go over to Liverpool and just get involved and see what's happening at ground level.
Yeah, I just told everybody, if you can go there, get networking with everybody, and we'll use each other for introducing everybody, and I think that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And I always remember my first sight of you was at Woolstock,
right.
And I was performing.
It was a little different there.
Yeah, I was performing, doing the thing, and then they said, "Oh, there's a singer-song like Horizon kind of stage, where behind these trees and like a gazebo on a little platform," and it was you. And my wife, she said, "This is a great guy. I'm going to get his CD." And we've still got your CD, one of the CDs. But it's great that tracking your career and progress. And it's an absolute fantastic story where you are now from where you've been. And it gives people inspiration, especially young people coming into it now who are looking at how do we get to progression and how do we do that. And it won't go amiss by having a beer with you and having a half an hour chat with you and saying, this is how it can be done.
Absolutely. And I'm here for any of that too. If anyone wants to have a chat, that it's, whenever I was starting out, I suppose at that time, Jim, fair play to Jim Duncan, gets a slot at the Woolstock at the time. And I think I was told at the time, do the club work and you'll get the festivals. And I don't think like that. Well, I was thinking if I do the festivals, I'll get more club work.
Yeah.
And so Jim, fair play to give me a shot at that. And I, following year got me back with the band, which really gave me a kickstart as to go at this properly with the original music. But at that time, there was maybe the likes of John Taylor band and Brian Hughes and the Lone Sharks, Raintown. And so there wasn't a lot of people out there doing their original stuff. And now there's a flurry of people doing it. And if I can give anyone any sort of or nuggets of information that want to maybe propel them a little bit further down the road, then yeah, email's always open.
Oh, well, congratulations anyway on the nomination and everything coming your way, which you deserve. And I will see you on Sunday, my friend.
Absolutely, man. All right, you take care.
Kindness and forgiveness are the real strengths of a man. He's the hero that I'm trying to be so bad. He's my dad.